Hello, welcome to How to Make a Cone Net. All right, so here's what your cone looks like when it's all finished. We want it to be three-dimensional, and this is what it looks like as a net. Please note this is a tab, this is a tab, this is a tab, and this shaded part is actually a tab. You do not need a tab this big. I think a tab should probably be about, this big, and that will be plenty of tab space, okay? Now, really what this boils down to is whatever the circular base of your cone is, that's the size of this circle. Okay, that I have no concerns about. If you've already made a cone, you know that these tabs are way too big. Definitely size back these tabs quite a bit. The problem becomes, what do I do and how do I make this piece? Okay, this is actually a sector. If you recall our area unit, we talked about sectors of circles. In other words, and you can kind of see it on this sheet of paper, if I were to continue this around, I would have a full circle. This is just like one piece of the pie, one really big piece of pie. Okay, so how do you make this? Well, first of all, this part of your sector is really, this is your slant height. Any amount from here to here or from here to here, these are all examples of slant heights. Okay, so basically this is your slant height, and this is your slant height. Okay, so what is that in terms of our circle? That's a radius, okay, otherwise known as a radius. So when you set this up, if you know what you want your slant height to be, or you want to play with that a little bit, that will be your radius of your circle. And what I recommend students do is they take their compass and they make a very large, you have your center. And by the way, this is how you would also see how far your radius is from here to here, okay? And that's also a slant height. All of these are slant heights, okay? So I would go ahead and make this, and I would make a very large arc with your compass, okay? And I make it large because I want enough of my circle to know that I'm going to have what I need. Next, if you think about it, this piece right here that goes and wraps around, I kind of have a sample right here. This piece that wraps around, once again, there's way too much of this, okay? This has to match my circle down below, meaning the circumference of this piece right here has to match this right here. And how are you going to do that? Well, it's got to be a circumference. So my recommendation is that you take a piece of string and you find your circumference and you cut the string to the length of your circumference. You can even tape it or have a group member hold it down, and then you hold that string around the edge of here, and whenever your string runs out, you make a mark. You make a mark where you started it, and that should match with this, okay? So your circumference of your circle will match the circumference on, granted, the sector of this circle. Okay.